What up, boys? It's Gaz, and welcome to the Warframe video. So we have a bit of a long one today. That's because we're going over pretty much every weapon from the new Deimos Arcana update, which will be coming out hopefully soon. We have gotten these stats and gameplays provided by people from my Discord server, and I really appreciate that help. So yeah, we'll be going over everything. We've got the Infested Kitguns, we've got the new Necromech weapon. We're going to have a third video tomorrow with a bunch of things that have changed. It's going to be like a grab bag of stuff tomorrow, but today we're going over all the weapon stats and weapon functionality. So let's just get into it. Make sure you sub to this channel if you've not already, please. And then check out the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Gaz_TTV. Also, hit that bell for notifications on YouTube if you want to see when the videos actually go up, because sometimes they don't show them. Alright, so a lot of these are going to be pretty interesting and have some stuff to talk about with them, but let's just go over the one weapon that doesn't really have much to talk about. That's going to be the Infested Nunchucks, the Pulmonars. Not Polnaref, Pulmonars. And they're going to be Nunchucks with relatively low attack speed at 0.83, good critical chance and critical multiplier at 19 and 2.3. The crit chance could be a little bit higher, but that's great. And the stash chance is extremely high at 33%. So with Weeping Wounds, you'll be proccing a lot of stuff. And the damage types are impact and viral, with the viral being less than half of the... It's actually right around half of the impact value. So be proccing more impact than viral on here. Also keep in mind, if you are running the right combination of elements, you can get viral, corrosive, and heat on the Polnaref. So keep that in mind. With that high stash chance, this will be really good for condition overload. So keep an eye on these being really good. Although the Nkandi Prime are also really good, and those are the other good Nunchucks in the game. So yeah, relatively low attack speed might hold this back, but I'm going to try it out at least. Alright, let's get into the first. So that's like the one boring weapon. There's nothing really going on there. Let's do the next melee, actually, in order. So, here are the stats of the new Warfan, called the Arum Spinoza. MR11, it's got 1.08 attack speed. I'm just going to cut to the chase here. This is pretty much a status version of the Proboscis. You know that fan that we showed, the Warfan we showed on a videos like a month ago? Maybe even longer than a month ago. This is a status version of the Proboscis with no innate viral. It's highly slash focused with high attack speed and very high stash chance. But we've got 9% crit chance and 1.9 multiplier. So this will just be worse than the Proboscis, guys. Okay? It will be worse than the Proboscis. Let's show how it performs really quickly. Now, as you can see, this is going to be more, even though it can shoot projectiles with the heavy attacks, I think this will be more of a light attack weapon. As you can see right there, like it's still going to proc some slash, so I mean, that's at least nice. And that attack speed bump is really noticeable, but I still think the Colossus will be better for purposes of this. So I think go with the, what is it called again? Dude, these names are just ridiculous. It's called the Arum Spinoza. Use that as a light attack weapon. With heavy attacks will not be as big of a focus as on the Colossus. But pretty cool. Very high slash focus and lots of slash procs. All right, so those are both the new melees. Not kind of Necromech melee. There will be a video on the Necromech and a bunch of other stuff for Deimos Arcana coming out tomorrow. But it's gonna be like a grab bag of stuff, like I said earlier, from tomorrow. So let's get to the next weapon. Let's do the Infested Beam Kitgun. Now here's a max crit version. Now, keep in mind, this is a little bit harder to talk about because there's going to be a primary version and a secondary version. And they actually do have different functionalities depending on which type you use. So we have these secondary stats right here. I don't have the stats for the primary version, but I have gameplay of the primary version. So keep that in mind. So with the highest crit version, we have 39% critical chance and 5.7 status chance. It's a beam weapon. Now here is the primary gameplay. Now look at this. It's a beam weapon, but it will also release. It looks like a mini infested Amprex, where it will shoot tendrils from the enemy and hurt the other enemies with that damage. So pretty cool. And I've been told, this might be a bug, I've been told that the secondary version of this does not have the tendrils, but just has built-in punch through. So I have a feeling they'll probably change it where the secondary version has these tendrils as well. But this one is looking pretty good. I'd say maybe get a kitgun room for this one. It's got, by the way, these Infested Kitguns have built-in toxin damage, so keep that in mind, like we just showed in the stats right there. Oh, you can't really see that. Well, it's impact, puncture, slash, and toxin, all right? I can tell you that for a fact. Sorry, yeah, okay, whatever. All right, so that is the Beam one. Looks pretty good. Now we've got the Infested Czar kit. I don't have the stats for this one either. So this is going to be like they call this the Egg Kitgun Pistol. It's going to basically be a Czar, an Infested Czar kitgun version. And the primary version seems to shoot less bombs than the secondary version, but of course that might be a bug they end up changing. And there's the innate toxin damage right there. And these are level 20 heavy gunners, and this is like unmodded, ungilded, so keep that in mind. But yeah, this is just showing how it functions, and I think this one might be pretty good. I think both the Infested Kitguns might be pretty good. Not super ridiculously OP, not super weak, just, good. So keep an eye on that one being good as well. Alright, so we went over the Warframe, we went over the Kitguns, we went over the Nunchucks. How's a Necromech grenade launcher sound to you guys? Well, too bad, here it is. This is the Necromech grenade launcher, and it's placeholder grenade launcher. Oh, look, it killed everybody. Alright. Oh, it didn't kill everyone. They got knocked over. But that looked really cool, didn't it? It just blew everything up and they fell over. So this is going to be basically when you build a new Necromech, you'll get this as a weapon just thrown in there. And it seems like it's pretty strong. It has a long reload. Keep in mind, just like the other Necromech gun, you have to charge it up to get the secondary shot. And, it just like bounced over that Grenier's head and then blew them all up. Killed some of them, actually, which is surprising. So yeah, this thing looks like it'll be pretty fun. Lots of particle effects. And I don't have the stats for you right now. So, that's how it's going to perform. It will be good. Guarantee it will be good. And let's move on to the next one, the Sniper. And this thing, it had potential until you looked at how much crit chance it has. We're rocking, so this is the Sporothrix. We're rocking 1% crit chance. Literally 1%, guys. If you put Point Strike on the Sporothrix, you will have 2.5% crit chance. So if you want this thing to get access to that 3 times critical multiplier it has built in, you're going to need to either use Harrow, you're going to need to use Arcane Avenger, or something like that. An Adarza An Avenger and a Adarza Kavat will get you to 100% crit chance, and you could do some crazy damage. Because as you can see as well, we have 53% status chance, and this thing has Impact, Puncture, Slash, and Viral. It's only 9 viral damage for some reason. That's really odd and troll. I'd say switch the Impact and the Viral maybe. Why 9 viral? There's 372 damage, and you have 9 of it as viral? Huh? Alright, so what this thing's going to do is it's going to be a sniper rifle, which is very status focused, and it's going to do an explosion, a delayed explosion that makes a mist on the ground, or a smoke cloud, I guess I'd call it. Here's some of its gameplay. So, delayed explosion. I think you have to I'm still trying to understand exactly what's happening here, but it seems like it's kind of like the Zocti Prime Sniper, I guess I'd call it, where it embeds, it waits a little second, then it blows up. Oh my gosh, he actually got a crit there with that 1% crit chance. So, yeah, it could potentially be okay. The new, we'll go over the new augment mods tomorrow, but the new Wisp augment mod is not additive crit, it's multiplicative. So you're going to need to use something like Harrow or something additive to make that thing crit at all. Especially with that, it's 1%, okay? I think you literally see 1 crit in all of this, I'm pretty sure. So don't expect to see any. And, alright, so we went over the primaries. I'd say, we didn't go over the primaries. How about the Infested Bow? We haven't gone the Infested Bow yet. We're going to save the arm cannon for last, because I want to talk about the arm cannon a bunch. Let's just go in order I have them here. Screw it. I know I'm all over the place, but whatever. Alright, here's the Infested Pistol. This thing actually might be the best one out of the bunch, guys. This is the Infested TDR pistol, if you know what that I'm talking about. It's like a Borderlands reference. So you basically will fire off some bullets, and when you reload from empty, you'll toss it, and it will blow stuff up. But it has really good damage on the reload explosion. And the base stats aren't too bad either. We got 43% status chance with innate corrosive damage, 11% crit chance, and a 2.9 multiplier. So really good stuff there. And then the reload from empty has really high crit chance and status chance. So really, really strong. It annihilates pretty much. What level is this? This is level 3. And it mowed through a level 175 gunner. That's 165 actually. You toss it, and it does so much damage. So this thing, yeah, it's going to be good. You bet your butt I'll have a video on that really quickly after it comes out. And it unfortunately is not AoE. It kind of runs like a Synapse a little bit, but it has that added functionality of the grenade toss when you reload it. So, yeah, keep an eye on that one for sure, guys. And what do we got here? That's the beam kit gun. Okay, I have 2 things of the beam kit gun. Whatever. The beam kit gun looks cool too. All right, let's move on to the next one in order. And this is okay. Here's some preparation for you guys. There is a new Cernos bow coming out called the Proboscis Cernos. I have been told it takes the mutalist Cernos to build. And the Mutilus Cernos requires a normal Cernos to build. So before this update comes out, make sure you have a Mutilus Cernos ready to sacrifice to build this thing, because it looks really cool. It's MR15 required, and once we show what it does, you might be like, wow, that looks like my new favorite primary, or maybe it doesn't. So we've got impact, puncture, and slash on this weapon, and then it has a radial attack that will deal viral damage, 1,000 viral damage in a 7-meter range. Now, people were saying Infested Brahma. I'm not going to go that far, because look at that, 7% crit chance. We've got 43% status chance, but 7% crit chance. A lot of these weapons have low crit, I've noticed. Alright, so yeah, get that Mutilus Cernos ready, and here's how it operates. It looks really awesome. It pulls, look at this. It's like a Nidus bow, dude. I think he had a gas build on here. But yeah, you pull the enemies in. I don't know how, the enemies were paused, obviously, so I don't know how aggressive that pull-in really is. But the potential is definitely here. Yeah, it definitely, that might just crash. It looks like it's going to crash the game, honestly. Could be a good condition. I'm thinking condition overload primary, possibly. I like it. I wonder what happens if you shoot on a wall. Like, there's so many questions I have with this thing that I'm excited when it actually comes out to see what's happening there. Yeah, get that Mutilus Cernos. You want to try this thing out on day 1 or 2, whenever it comes out. All right, you guys ready for the Infested Arm Cannon stats? Well, too bad. Here they are. So here's the Infested Arm Cannon. It's called the Bobonico, and it's going to come from the Dojo Research. So if you don't have the HEMA, it might take the HEMA to build. I don't know. I hope not, because I don't think I have the HEMA built in my clan right now. So yeah, all right. But besides that, let's go over what we got here. We've got a arm cannon, and it's going to take shotgun mods, guys. So keep that in mind before we go into it. It's going to take shotgun mods. It will take shotgun rivens. You're trying to unveil a riven for it. And that means that Blunderbuss is going to be the crit mod for this thing, and Blunderbuss is not very strong. So we do have Prime Ravage, though, which is kind of nice. So rain down a triple volley of explosive disease bladders from a distance, then move in for the kill by unloading a multi-shot barrage of toxic barbs with primary fire. We got 25% crit chance, 2.3 multiplier. We've got 4.17 fire rate, 27 magazine, and 7 multi-shot. Like I said, it is a shotgun, so that 7 multi-shot means it shoots 7 pellets. And per pellet, 9.3 status chance. You could definitely bump it up a good bit, hopefully. And it's got impact, puncture, slash, and toxin. So base toxin, and then the explosion on the shots is going to have viral damage as well. So you will probably be seeing lots of status procs of this thing. The burst fire is also, we'll see exactly what happens here, but it seems like the burst fire, we're going to watch the clip a couple times, okay? I'm not entirely sure what's happening either. So here we go. That's the primary fire. As you can see, there's some viral procs in there. And yeah, that enemy has lots of toxin procs. So if you, like, this is unmodded. If you mod this thing up, I think you're going to be seeing some annihilation for sure. It does not look, he's actually invincibility. It could possibly stagger you. I'm guessing no. Also, look, there's like blood dripping out of his arm. That's pretty metal, dude. So yeah, keep an eye on this thing potentially being good. But then again, it has relatively low status, low stats in some areas. So, and it's also a shotgun, which I think does hold it back personally. So, yeah, guys, that's all the weapons that are not Necromech related. We will have a video coming out the next day or tomorrow with a bunch of changes that are happening, some bug fixes, some the Necromech discussion, and some overall thoughts and opinions on what's happening. I'd say out of all these weapons, the ones that are looking the best are the Infested Beam Kitgun. I think that looks pretty good. The primary one, at least. I think that the grenade launcher for the Necromech potentially could be good. But, you know, it is a heavy weapon. Who wants to really use heavy weapons? I don't really want to use them. And, I mean, I'm interested in the sniper with the delayed explosion. I think the Comarex will be better because, you know, 1% crit chance is not even workable unless you are cheesing it through means of, like, Adarza and Smita, or whatever else I was saying earlier, like Harrow and all that kind of stuff. I think the Comarex will just, like, destroy it. And then we've got the beam pistol. I think the beam pistol might... Oh, actually, there's a lot of them, actually. I think the bow is probably my most hyped. So, basically everything I'd say is my favorite. Besides maybe the Warframe and the Nunchucks. But I'll still try them out, too. So, yeah. If you want to get that bow right away, which I'm going to do, get that Cernos ready. Get that Mutilus Cernos ready. And if you guys appreciate or like the video, please hit the like button. Because it did take a good amount of time to make this. And, you know, I really do appreciate people that help me out with this. By the way, at the end of this sortie, we got 6,000 Kuva. I'm going to cut it off here. We got 6,000 Kuva, okay? And, yeah, Umbra Forma, 100 Steel Essence per Umbra Forma after this update as well. If you think about right now, like on Odin or whatever node you want to farm on, you can get like 200 in 3 hours. That's 3 Umbra Forma per mission if you look at it like that. So I'd say still keep going for it, guys. And, you know, get what you need. So I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Thanks for the support, and peace.